Hello and welcome to NeoEnglish, a daily podcast to help you learn practical English quickly.
Today, we talk about a Wired story called Behold the Manifold, the concept that changed how mathematicians view space.
In the mid-19th century, a mathematician named Bernhard Riemann had a new idea called a manifold that changed how people think about space.
A manifold is a way to describe shapes that might be curved like a sphere or flat like a plane, but still look simple if you zoom in.
Think of standing in the middle of a field on Earth. Locally, the ground looks flat even though the planet is round.
For example, a map of your town can be flat like paper, but sits on a curved surface. And another example is the surface of a donut, which is also a manifold.
Riemann's idea became the foundation for modern geometry and later helped physics, especially Einstein's theory of gravity.
In simple words, physics needed a better way to describe space and gravity, and manifolds gave that language.
Let me explain with two simple examples to help you understand what a manifold is.
First example, imagine a circle like a loop. Small parts of the circle look like a straight line when you zoom in.
Second example, imagine the surface of the Earth. A small town looks flat even though the whole surface is round.
These examples show that a manifold can be curved overall but flat in small parts.
Now I will explain some important vocabulary from the story and how to use these words in sentences.
The first word is manifold, and you can use it like this: I am learning about manifolds in math, or manifolds help describe curved space.
The next word is geometry, and you can say I study geometry at school, or geometry is the study of shapes and sizes.
Another word is curvature. You can say the curvature of the road is small here, or curvature measures how much a shape bends.
Dimension is also important, and you can say this room has 3 dimensions, or the surface of a paper has 2 dimensions.
Concept and foundation are useful phrases too, and you can say the concept is simple, or this idea is the foundation of the theory.
Now some common phrases from the article and how to use them in conversation.
In the mid-19th century, you can use this to give a historical time. For example, in the mid-19th century, people used gas lamps, or in the mid-19th century, new ideas changed science.
Changed how is a useful phrase, and you can say the phone changed how we communicate or coffee changed how she wakes up.
Think about and stand in the middle of are also useful. Use think about this when you explain an idea, or I stand in the middle of the room to look around.
Let me read a short, clear summary of the story and the background now.
Bernhard Riemann lived in the mid-1800s, and he introduced the idea of a manifold, a flexible way to describe space that can be curved or flat locally.
His idea became very important for modern geometry and later for physics because it gave scientists a new language to describe space and gravity.
Today, this idea helps us understand planets, stars, and even theories about the universe.
To make sure you understand, I will explain the story one more way using a simple comparison.
Imagine a large map made of many small flat tiles. Each tile is easy to understand, and together they form a curved pattern like a globe.
That comparison shows how small flat views join to give a full curved space, which is the main idea of a manifold.
Now a quick recap of the vocabulary, phrases, and the story we discussed.
Vocabulary: manifold, geometry, curvature, dimension, concept, foundation.
Phrases in the mid-19th century changed how think about stand in the middle of the foundation for.
Story recap: Riemann introduced the manifold in the mid-19th century, and this idea changed how mathematicians and physicists describe space.
How to use the words: use manifold when you speak about complex shapes, use geometry and dimension when you describe size and space, and use curvature when you talk about how much something bends.
If you do not want to miss NeoEnglish Daily News, you can subscribe to the podcast.
Thanks for listening, and see you tomorrow for another short and practical lesson.